everyone. This is Passion Tim. I just wanted to go live because I don't feel like recording and then uploading a video and just having to speed up my voice. I don't have time, okay? It takes too long. I'm being lazy, but Sunday is a lazy day for me. So the least amount of effort I have to put into doing this, it's fucking awesome. So first of all, we're going to be reacting to Chantel's recent video. I am not going to start from the beginning with her fucking bullshit video. It's too long, so I'm going to be visiting other reaction channels. Shout out to Barbecue Chicken. I really like Barbecue Chicken. They're so fucking funny. And I'm just going to react to her little 5-minute clip that pretty much summarizes what everyone's thinking, but it's going to be a little longer because I'm going to add my reaction, Passion Tim's reaction to it. So if that sounds good to you, then buckle up, guys, and thanks for coming to watch. And even if there's no one in this live right now, this video will be available later for people who are interested in watching it. That's why I like fucking doing live videos, because you can just automatically upload it. It's live feed in the flesh. Hell yeah. Okay, so without further ado, guys, let's watch what she has to say, and yeah.
The only reason I'm talking about this is because I have to. I don't want to. I didn't want to.
Okay. Chantel contradicts herself every 5 seconds. So, first of all, Chantel supposedly has COVID. Okay? I'm not going to go back and watch her old video where she confirms her COVID. She has COVID. But I find it ironic that she's caught in COVID after seeing Natter. It seems like every time she sees Natter, she leaves with some sort of disease or some sort of STD or a cold. She's always sick after seeing him. I'm just wondering, is it because of all the baby powder she's inhaling? But guys, do not try that at home. You cannot inhale baby powder, but that is just the abbreviations that I'm using to mask the actual name of the did your kids have dinner yet? Shorty, what do you mean? I don't have my kids this weekend. And you're breaking my train of thought. My goodness. Wow, okay, sorry about that. Anyway, like I said, we're gonna watch this video and react. Now I'm cracking up. I need to, let's just play this video.
But, alas, I have to because it is serious. Alright? So I'll wait for people to come.
Hey. Hey, Shorty, thanks for, you really fucking messed with my train of thought. I had a whole concept down, and then you fucked it up. Anyway, hey, good to see you.
The weekend that I don't want to talk about. Okay, I had a fucking relapse. I had a moment of weakness. Let me just remind you that what I'm going through is extremely serious and legal. Yeah, we don't treat it that way, but
it sure is serious. But you are so desperate to go see him that you're like, fuck the legal system and fuck people who are actually dealing with this shit on a day-to-day basis. You need to get fucked hard by a crackhead. So yeah, that's what you did. And besides, the only reason why you're admitting to this, because psychotic people, now I do think this is going a bit too far, like stalking the woman and calling the hotel. Like, she was going to tell it herself eventually. She was going to deny it, but then she would confirm it later on. So I think that was a little borderline. That was basically crossing the border. That was doing way too much, okay? I understand people don't like Chantel, but calling hotels and, then doxing the room number and all that stuff. She doxes herself. She doxes her whole entire life. Everything. You don't need to go out of your way to do that because Chantel will do it for you. So I felt like that was a little bit overboard, but that's just me. People got a kick out of it. I did get a kick out of it when I watched the video. I was like, oh shit. She was told on, so that's why she's coming out and admitting to it. I mean,
I don't treat it that way. So I have to be very careful what I say. Okay? So keep that in mind. Thank you. And I was hoping to have a bit of privacy, but no, that didn't work out that way. So, yes, I had a moment of weakness, and I knew that Nader was going to be in Gatineau. I found that out, and I actually heard that he was like meeting up with somebody else or staying with somebody else. So I became psychotic, as usual, jealous.
So basically, he was going on a date, or that's allegedly, okay? Allegedly, he was going on a date. I don't believe he was going on a date at all. I think this is all planned out, and then you guys have a little bit of a script that you have to follow through online to like lead the audience on like this little, oh my goodness, what's happening next? This is a whole movie script that you guys have like poorly wrote out, okay? This is a very fucked up script. You guys better hire better directors or get better blow. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so you begged him. He came up with some lie to tell Dee that he was going on a date, and she agreed. I don't know if they're swingers. I don't know what kind of extracurricular freaky activities they're up to, but that's none of my business. She's like, fine, your highness, you can go over there. So he went there. You paid for his room. You booked him the room. You were the pretend date because you can't let the world know that you guys are seeing each other, even though you make it so fucking obvious by telling on yourself. He goes there, you then go over there, and then he fucks you. Starfish style. And now you have COVID. Wow, this poetic justice, as Tupac likes to say. Wow. You always catch something when you're with that guy. Your throat is either swollen, halfway closed, your nose is stuffed up, your throat or your lip notes are swollen, or something's going on in the downstairs region. When are you going to look at the red flags and say, something's not biologically right with this guy? He's literally a toxic waste dump, but you're allowing him to pool his semen inside of your body. I guess you don't care because you've been eating 24/7 nonstop since the supposedly COVID positive test. I don't know how true that is. She probably shitted on it and then it came out positive. I don't know, but that's good. She's keeping the precautions and staying her ass at home. But the bitch has been eating nonstop and then whining like a little sour fucking cow. So I don't know what's going on with her. I really don't.
Insane. And made a fucking fool of myself. Like, I rented a hotel room. I'm a stalker. I feel like a stalker.
She was saying, in her live, because I was in her live earlier, she was like, oh, I can't. I'm just so addicted to Nader. He's just so passionate. Like, it's so... And then she did the clapping thing, and I was like, okay, whatever. This bitch is dramatic. And she's like, he's just so passionate. I'm addicted. Well, of course you would be addicted. He's the only guy who would basically give you any time of the day in exchange for some money or some groceries from Adonis. I guess he's the only man that will actually go downtown down there in the outer regions in the Sahara Desert to please you down there. I guess I would be addicted too if I was in your predicament. A large, fucking, heavy set 38-year-old woman who lives in fucking disgusting conditions in her own apartment. She doesn't even clean up after herself. She's a fucking slob. I guess I would be addicted too to some Egyptian style cock. I guess I would too on the weekend because you can't get anything else. It's so discolored down there. He doesn't mind. That's his territory. Sure, why not? If Moses could part the Red Seas, Natter can part yours.
No, I'm sorry. And since that, okay, so this is like the second time I do edibles, but I'm just having trouble dealing with the situation. Like with, being back here, it's hard because then I think about him again and I become do you know what I mean?
Another thing, bitch, you got COVID. You got fucking COVID. How are you doing edibles? See, I like her edible deflection every time people call her out on her apparent drug use. Honey, you're on something else other than edibles. Edibles don't have you whining like a fucking pig, okay? Edibles don't have you eating you eat a lot as it is, but you just ate excessively. For the past couple times you've been on live, you've been eating nonstop, bitch. And I thought you couldn't taste. How are you still eating? That's how you know you have a real problem. When you have COVID and you have lost your sense of taste, allegedly, you're still able to consume large quantities of food. That is a horrible problem that you should get addressed with an actual therapist. I do recommend BetterHelp.com. Not sponsored, by the way. But if you're too much social anxiety to actually leave your fucking disgusting, decrepit home and wander yourself into your fucked up Kia Optima that you don't know how to drive properly, running over fucking curves like a dumbass, then you should download the app BetterHelp.com, where they have licensed a therapist that you could talk to, spew your guts to, let them know what you did in Cuba with a guy and all these random people that you have fetishes and fantasies over. Oh, you can even tell them about how you ate Dee Dee's gray kitty cat. Why not? Just throw that in there. Have your therapist so sick and disgusted that you're blocked from the app. Just do that. Do that, why don't you? Just fucking do that. Ah, my goodness. You have a lot of problems, Chantel. And I just lost my train of thought just going down that fucking rabbit hole.
So, yeah. Do I still love him? Yeah, I do. I think a part of me will always...
Bitch, you don't know what love is if it showed up in your face yesterday or tomorrow or 2 years from now. Look at the stately condition of your home. I don't know what two people who don't have actual fucking jobs are so besotted with themselves that they can't get up, take initiative, get a fucking broom and some soap and water and clean and organize and throw shit away. Do you not know where the garbage can is located, or are you too out of breath to get down there? Just call it laziness, I'm sure, Chantel. But for some starfish and some dick, you'll be out of breath for days, even for a couple hours, just so you can get someone to pay you any sort of attention. Because you literally lack any sort of self-love for yourself. You have zero self-love or self-respect. And why do you expect someone else to give two shits about you? That makes zero sense.
No matter how fucked up and toxic we are together, part of me will probably always love him.
TLC, or WeTV, please write Chantel, Natter, and Dee Dee a contract where they could just come under some sort of agreement. They live together in one big house and they just fuck each other and then stream all the drama that unfolds after the fact. Okay? And then have all of them in the green room and they talk about, oh my god, Dee Dee will be extra, Natter, you don't even know what the fuck he's saying, and then Foodiebeauty slurring out of her mind, eating a fucking Nashi, talking about she doesn't know why Natter won't go down on her. That would be a great, I think you guys would literally your ratings would be through the roof if you did that. So TLC, WeTV, please, or some fucking off-brand television show, get in contact with Dee Dee, Natter, and Foodiebeauty and get them a contract ASAP, please. I know a lot of people are not going to believe me. That's why I really didn't want to come on and say anything, because I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, it was a fuck up. It's something that could get me in trouble, so I didn't want to talk about it. You literally just contradicted yourself again. If you didn't want to, if you can potentially get in trouble for it, why are you talking about it on the internet where people can save it, restream it, re-upload it, and then the evidence is out there in the ether? You are such a dumb bitch. Do you know that? You're so stupid. I'm surprised you got through elementary school, let alone kindergarten, for that matter. You're literally doing exactly what you say you don't want to get in trouble for. Just talking about it. That's ridiculous. Sorry, I had to get a drink. My mouth was dry.
Got a hotel room for myself. And that's it. No. He is not allowed to be with me, so
sure, we know
we're not allowed to be together right now, right? So I was trying to be smart and hey, I'm just gonna drop off a key in his room. I'm just gonna rent a room nearby. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. High plain cheeseburgers, but that was a bad idea, and that's why I didn't want to talk about it and come on here and freak out. I really, 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 really wanted to do things differently after coming back from Cuba, not come online and rage about Natter and freak out, especially after the drunken rage I did about them. It was okay, at any moment they can charge me for harassment, and they can charge.
And bitch, you still haven't addressed any of the fucking horrible racist shit that you said while you was in Cuba. So we're just going to blame that all on the alcohol and you just not knowing what you were saying, okay? Wow. Zero accountability from this woman. Zero accountability. You're still not going to address it. I thought you were going to have a whole talk about it. You say you're just going to upload a video talking about it, but you still haven't done it. It's just the elephant that's in the room that hasn't been addressed yet, but is stanking up the whole place. That's you, Chantel.
They can charge me for getting a hotel room. They can get me in shit. So it's I'm trying to just...
You're being a dumbass. Do you know what, Chantel? Do you know what? This will bring great joy to my soul if they did this. I'm not giving anyone any ideas. This is just a reaction video. I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions. If you went to see Natter and they just recorded you coming to their place, text messages, who knows if they haven't done so already. They're playing you. Who knows? And then you tire out. You get a knock on the door a week down the line. You're under arrest, Chantel, for making false allegations and for wasting police resources and time. There's people who need actual fucking help and actually need their cases to go through, and you're making a whole mockery out of the legal system and the justice system for people who are actually dealing with domestic violence and SA, okay? SA abuse. You're a laughing stock. You ought to be demoted, kicked out, and actually thrown in jail and punished for your actions. You're showing people what not to do. You're the joke. You're the laughing stock. This is why people don't take people who are actually going through domestic violence and sexual abuse seriously, because people like you make a fucking joke about it and don't actually have a case and just using it for their own fucking vendetta. This is a whole vendetta for you. This isn't you're not a victim, you're not anyone, you're not a survivor. You're just a fucked up human being who's taking advantage of the legal system and police time for absolute no reason at all. And you should be charged for that. You should be charged for, what is that fucking word called? For lying. Yeah, you should be charged for lying, fabricating a story, and just going through the whole process. And I really hope that if they are allowing you to come and see them, that they're recording you for their own well-beings and safety. If you're communicating with Natter needs to be saving those messages like you're saving those messages and uploading it for proof. They need to do the same thing. You're driving to them. They don't have fucking cars, Chantel. So you look like the guilty party already. So keep on simping for some dick that you can't ride and you can't do too much anything on because you just are too big. Okay? Keep doing that and keep on eating. That's the two things you know how to do well, is talk about dick, how you want to fuck someone that you can't actually fuck, because looking at you, the image in my mind of you actually doing it with someone is so disturbing. I had to pray afterwards. I was like, why would I even think of that? Okay? You can't fuck anyone properly. They're doing all the work. Bless their souls and their mouths. Okay? And you're just laying there, spread eagle on the bed. Yeah. And then you eat 24/7. Like I said, one day your stomach is just going to give way and your stomach's going to rip open and all the contents in your stomach's going to flood out, spreading to all parts of your body, and you're going to die that way. I mean, your stomach can only take so much strain from eating so much. You have to be at least shitting 7 times a day in order for your stomach to keep up with that amount of fucking shit you're putting in your body. You're not shitting 7 times a day. Okay? Okay, I'm done. Let's finish the video.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's over. It's done. I'm not going to talk about him anymore right now. I mean, unless, I don't know. I always say that, but then I get in my feels. I mean, even, it's so beyond, like, he's screwing how many other people in hotel rooms, I don't even fucking know. Shamelessly. Probably after, I don't know. I mean, I'm doing the same thing in Cuba, right? I was seeing Renee.
Okay, here's another speculation. Now, I'm not a doctor. I do work, in healthcare, but I'm not a doctor, okay? Let's just, the FYI disclaimer. But I'm just saying this. Chantel has had a hysterectomy, okay? She's supposed to be on hormone pills because I guess she had the complete hysterectomy where they take your ovaries out. That's what I'm sure, because she has to be on hormone placement. With that being said, how does she have a sex drive? How are you getting horny? How are you wanting dick so much if you're not even taking your fucking hormones to have that sort of drive? And then the foods that you eat. The certain food that you eat lowers libido. How do you have such high libido with such a fucked up body? And this just goes into what I'm saying. I think overweight, large, heavy-set women, I think they just want attention and acceptance in their bodies, that they're like, well, if he fucks me, that means he loves me. And that's just not the case, sweetie. That's not the case at all. I don't think they're actually enjoying it. I think they're enjoying like the guy into their bodies at that particular moment. I don't know if they're necessarily getting off to it. Like I said, I'm not Chantel's size. I don't know how that works, but I'm just really wondering, how does she have such an enormous sex drive? Seems more than average for the normal woman, but she doesn't even take care of her body or health, or is even taking hormone replacement pills, unless, the coke is really helping drive that along. The coke must be her hormone replacement. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna write that down later. I'm sure that's what it is.
What do I have to say about it? Anyway, my whole behavior lately has been so fucking trash. Go to a friggin' inpatient hospital. So, rats, I hope that you guys can appreciate. I'm really, really...
Shut the fuck up, you ungrateful trash can looking bitch, with that fucking $35 fucking Amazonian wig you got on your head, ho. Shut up. Don't call your fucking viewers or your VIBzers or anyone for that matter who call you out on your bullshit and your lies and your gaslighting and your shit and your racist shit that you do, fucking rats. If anything, you're the rat bitch. You're living in fucking disgusting trash, ho. And you're fucking a man who looks like a fucking rat. He belongs in that fucking Disney movie Ratatouille. He really does. But a wannabe chef, because the little rat was a chef. Natter isn't. He's a wannabe chef. Prison meals really made him think that he could do something. You're a rat, bitch. Last time you demean your audience, I will call you out every single fucking time. You're the fucking rat. Look at your house. You're a fucking disgrace. You are literally an abomination. Any guy that fucks you, they need to be locked up in a mental hospital. And so do you. You need your rights revoked. You need your home taken from you. You need your cats taken. And you should just be locked in a hospital where they have you in a controlled environment, where they monitor your food and your taste buds are seared off. So nothing, but you would still eat because you have COVID. You say you can't taste shit, but you're still fucking eating. Oh my goodness, this bitch. This bitch got me rolling. She got me rolling on the ground right now. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. Shout out to Barbecue Chicken. Sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit. Shout out to Barbecue Chicken for this video. Thank you so much for this little video that summarized everything I wanted to talk about, and then some. I'll probably be live later again tomorrow, just depending on how I feel. All right, guys, thanks. I hope you enjoy this video when you watch it. Bye.